His creative lyrics, captivating stories, and ridiculous flow switches is what makes Silas so dope. I'm LSherie of the LSherieAlert.com, and this is the exclusive with Silas the artist. Silas, thank you so much for being here with me today.
No problem.
Love your music, but before we get into just talking about how much I love your music and why so many people are, shifting gears and paying so much attention to you,
Right.
let's talk about who Silas is.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's pretty loaded, but
Who is Silas? Just being honest, I think Silas is a person who was afraid to be himself. I think he was a person who hid behind someone else. A once figment of his imagination that he made huge to the masses, and now he's decided to tear that person down and emerge again as himself, which is Silas.
Silas. And so for people who don't know, you went as Trey Parker. You had the music, you had the comedy. By the way, YouTube blowed him up. But that transition, talk about that transition from being who everybody know as Trey Parker to this giant Silas.
Transition. I'm still transitioning, by the way.
Right.
But it is a rough transition. But I'm getting over it now because I was just talking to Dirty about this, and I was just telling him, like, it's rough leaving behind so much stuff, that person you built up for so long, and and just saying, that's not what I want to be, and it's not who I want to be and how I want to portray myself, and after gaining so much success from that, and you just kind of throwing it away. So but I feel like this transition and back into who I really am is going to be even bigger and better than that.
So with that, do you think people are receiving who you are now, or accepting the fact that you're letting go of Trey Parker and moving to who you really are?
Yeah, they're receiving it real good, and that's why I said I think I'm getting over it now.
Right.
It's making the transition a lot easier just to get that confirmation from everybody else that we like you. For who you are, so you don't have to worry about that other cat that you used to be, or you were portraying yourself as.
And portraying yourself as.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because there are so many artists who aren't sure of who they are, and so they create something else to define who they are.
Right.
And so for them, for those artists who may be looking up to you, like, what is your advice to them? If they decide, okay, I feel what he's saying, I understand what he's going through, and I'm trying to do the same thing. How do I find that common ground? How do I find who I truly am? What's your advice to them on this transition and journey?
I think the best advice I could give is to don't get too deep into it. If you feeling that way right now, just go with your gut and do what you want to do. Make the type of music you want to make. Be the type of artist that you want to be from the get-go, and because the longer you wait, it's just going to get harder and harder, and you're going to begin to doubt yourself, the longer you wait, and then you start to think, maybe I don't need to do this, like I did for so long, so yeah, just start off fresh, don't put yourself in a position to even have to change later on. Just be you from the get-go and be honest, because when you're honest, you deal with honest fans, and they like people like the Trey honesty, so you have a longer career as well, I think.
Which I think you're gonna have, honestly. I'm not just a fan. I'm not just someone who's like, okay, he's got some dope music. I see it for you. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you and allow you to share your story, because you have a powerful story. Trey Parker was big, but Silas is gonna be even bigger.
Yeah.
And speaking of the music that you want to make, talk about the music that you're putting out now. Talk about, first, before we jump into the new album, which everybody see this Rap Revolt on my shirt. Before we jump into that, talk about the tape before the mixtape. That's like my favorite line out of the mixtape you put out about, a month or so ago. You put that out, and I laughed so hard because I feel like you're really trying to push something, not just
Yeah.
reintroducing yourself, but I really feel like you're trying to push your new music and the stories that you're trying to tell. So talk a little bit about that tape.
I think that's just me more so trying to, since I'm reintroducing myself to everybody again, I'm just trying to let you know where I'm at, with my music and what I'm on to right now. And, like, this is what I've been working on. This is how my delivery has progressed since the last mixtape. And this is the type of music I want to make right now before I just unleash, an entire original project. I want you to say, I want you to make a decision right now. Okay, since he's transitioned, is this a guy I want to, mess with musically, or this is a person I want to, tell other people about, And if you do, I'm letting you know, like, I'm being completely honest. This is what I want to do, and if you don't like it, fine. And if you do, welcome. I got something good for you later on.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I know I've talked to a couple of people before about you coming out as Silas and everything, and the new mixtape and Rap Revolt and all of that. And the funniest thing to me is how you're underground, but here in a musically inclined city, Jackson, Mississippi, which a lot of people don't realize, there's so much talent here. R&B, hip hop, jazz, what have you. There's so much music talent here, and it's like, I personally feel like you've been underestimated. And I feel like with this new music that you're kicking out, like you making it a point to say you've underestimated me before, but I'm gonna show you who I really am. And so I'm mad respect for it. So I'm really excited about what's coming in the future. OG David Ruffin is the funniest. I don't know what to say about it. It's just funny. That's my favorite song because I know it's a spinoff from OG Bobby Johnson.
Yeah.
And I love that record. But when you came out and you kind of remixed it, put your own spin, and used us clip from, what was it? Temptations.
Yeah.
Hilarious. David Ruffin, OG David Ruffin, y'all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please Google it because it definitely is out there and it's hilarious. But with that and diving into Rap Revolt, what was your creativity behind putting this project together?
Creativity behind putting the project together. First off, since I made the transition of just kind of pushing out all doubt that I had about the type of music I wanted to make, the type of artist I wanted to be, and just kind of going with my instinct about just everything I wanted to do. There was certain tracks on here, traditionally I probably wouldn't rap on, but I kind of want to take those tracks that people, they probably think they'd never hear me on and do them, but make them, into what I wanted to be, just to create a whole new piece. And even with the OG David Ruffin, I'm practicing on being more confident, and I think that's something I lacked before, and that was the whole reason why I was that other person, because I didn't think much of my real self to just to be that person. And, I kind of reference, David Ruffin because, we all know he was confident.
Yes, overly
Temptation, nothing without David Ruffin, Now, I'm not saying I want to end my career like David Ruffin.
No.
But, but I want to exude the greatness, of what he was. So, yeah.
And speaking of, him saying, what's that line where he's saying, you're nothing without me?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't nothing. Well, your line.
Yeah, a whole bunch of fake temps.
So, so is that a punch at somebody? Or is that just a general, hey, I'm coming. I'm in the game, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And you're not holding me back.
Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be, however, whoever wants to take it, whatever, I'm not singling out just, any one particular person.
Right.
But I'm stamping right now that I'm the best, and
I'm co-signing.
Hey, I appreciate you. And and like I say it in my music, if you feel differently, then we can have a discussion within the craft,
Right.
which is rapping,
Kind of like a Kendrick Lamar setup.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, but that's, I'm stapling that, because I believe that, and if you want to be the best, you got to proclaim it too,
Exactly.
So, and I am.
That's awesome.
I work hard, so yeah.
And we see it through your music and your performances. I've had a chance to see you live, and it's really a magical experience. I know that sounds corny, but I mean it's really a dope scene to see a true hip hop artist who may be underground at the time, right now, whatever, but to see you in action, like with your trumpet though, like that's hot. I don't know a rapper who scats and play the trumpet, so you might be the first. But I think that just brings more Silas element to the table,
Yeah.
to the hip hop game, and it's something refreshing to see. So within Rap Revolt, will you be playing a lot of your trumpet? Is it going to be a lot of solo with your trumpet?
Yeah, most def. That's another reason, like I put my trumpet down for a long time because just doubting myself, just thinking like who would want to hear a guy rap and play trumpet at the same time, And I had a couple of good friends sit down with me and just telling me about God gives you a talent, use it, and it's a weapon. It's another weapon in the arsenal. So yeah, I got to take advantage of that, and put it with everything else I got. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot more of that.
Okay. And with you saying there's a lot more of that, do you have any other projects in the works?
Yeah, we do. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if I can speak on those things.
You can tell me.
I can
I'm
tell you.
LSherie.
Okay. Well, yeah. Me and DJ Dirty Costello, we
yes, love him.
we're working on a compilation of tracks, and he's producing the entire album. So I'm really excited about that. I got a real great relationship with him, and it's good to be able to make music with somebody that you got a good relationship with. Y'all
Right.
can talk and kick it and relate. So we got that. We're working on that. No set release date yet, and also I got another one as well, another original project. So yeah, we working.
I see,
right now.
and I'm gonna get back to Dirty in a minute. But with all the stuff that's happened, which seems like it's all burst out at one time, what open doors have come? What's happening for you on the sidelines of you pushing this new brand, this new you?
A lot of stuff is happening. I'm just getting more recognition. Gaining a lot of new fans. Which is what I just didn't think. Like I said, I didn't think anybody would want to listen to this particular type of music. Especially with a trumpet. Cause
Right.
you rarely hear that. In this type of music. But yeah, just a lot of things are opening up, a lot of more opportunities. I'm getting to work with some very cool people. Sort of like the gurus of the city. So I'm happy about that. So
That's cool.
yeah.
So you think you're gonna be able to take Jackson wherever you travel?
Yeah, most
Carry us
definitely.
on your back?
Of course, yeah. I have no choice.
You sure don't?
Yeah,
You really don't.
it's only one way. Yeah.
So you did talk about your support. It's growing. The fan base, it's growing. Recognition is growing. How is Silas growing?
Man, I'm just becoming an overall. I'm getting a lot more organized now. I never
So you
thought.
were unorganized?
Hell yeah. I was. I still am. But I'm getting better. And I got a team now. I got a good team of people who support me. And they take a lot of weight off of me. Because I'm used to doing everything by myself.
I understand.
Just everything when it comes to the videos, editing that. Engineering, recording, mixing, all that stuff. I do everything on my own. So they're helping me to become a better me. As far as me just putting 100% into the music, and I become a better rapper too. I really practice the craft. I pride myself on delivery, and enunciating
And
all that
shows.
stuff, and the lyrics. So yeah, everything's just it's inclining right now.
Now, you went from solo dolo to team.
Yeah.
How did that happen? How were you able to put a team together? And what did you see in those people in order to help you rise to whatever achievements you were trying to achieve?
Well, it was, I guess you could say, it's a phone call. I got a phone call from the OG, Kamikaze. We had a real good conversation, and then, he just let me know Uh, he liked what I was doing, and he wanted to lend a hand, what I had going on, and he kind of just formed the Super Friends, we got Flash and the Green Lantern and all those people, Superman.
I love it.
Yeah, and so we about to wreck shit. So yeah,
I'm excited
yeah,
about it.
yeah. So thanks to him, he got the train, moving right
Yeah.
now. We going.
And of course, he's dope. Everybody knows him from Crooked Letters.
Exactly.
Crooked Letters or whatever. And so he has a pretty good stamp in the city and
Right.
some other places too. So it's great to have people who are knowledgeable on your team and helping you push your vision forward. That's
Right.
the most important thing. So talk about your purpose. Do you feel like this is a part of your being? Is this your purpose, and how do you want to drive it?
Man, I believe my purpose with this is to. I know it's like millions of other people out there just like me.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I look to different artists I listen to for that same just relatability, and I just want to help people, who may be happen to go through some of the same things that I go through, and that's one reason I'm more so I'm on the path of being honest with everything.
Right.
Like I got a track on the tape just saying, hey, I'm talking to y'all. I'm gonna be completely honest with you about everything, because you got to understand me, so I can understand you, so we can help each other.
Right.
I want, like, whoever my fans may be, that I want them to know that, I got you. I got you when you down. If you feeling some type of way, and you need something to uplift you, come on over here. I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm be completely honest with you to let you know I'm going through some of the same things you're going through too. So I think my purpose is to help people with my music, through everyday life,
Right.
any type of struggles they got, and turn that frown upside down.
And I hear you in your music, you tell a lot of stories.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sets you apart as well, because people love stories.
Mm-hmm.
People love to feel like they can relate to you as well. And so I think your music not only is just brilliant, you're a great storyteller.
Thank you.
And so I think that's what's going to help push you to the next level as well. But I know there are challenges that you're going to face, and that you're probably already facing or going through right now. How are you dealing with those challenges? I know you have a wonderful, beautiful fiance, and having somebody like that has your back 100%, I know that's got to be nothing but a blessing. So, like, how are you and her, because about to be one,
Yeah.
how are you guys dealing with the challenges? Because as you blow up, she's gonna have to share you with the world a little bit more than she may have thought about or conceived or whatever.
Yeah.
So how are you guys dealing with that?
I mean, everything's good. Shout out to Cookie. Love her to death. She's a big, a lot of people don't know, but she's a big part of the reason why I do what I do, and I honestly don't think I could do it without her, because it's been a lot of times where I said, F this, I'm tired, and she's like, nah. Let's keep it moving, and she real supportive,
Right.
and the ground she built for me is firm, so I ain't gonna never fall with her, and that's part of the reason why we together.
I'm looking forward to more projects. I'm looking forward to just seeing you on the big screen very soon, because I know it's gonna happen. And just keep being you, keep being Silas, keep pushing your passion, because you just never know who's watching, who's paying attention. You never know whose life you're saving just by the stories that you're telling through the gift God gave you. So I just want to thank you for just sharing your passion and your purpose with the world and with all of you. And that's pretty much it with Silas. Make sure that you follow him on Twitter and Facebook. Go ahead and give everybody your...
You can keep in contact with me on Instagram at Dear Silas. Twitter is From Silas. Facebook is just Silas. Yeah, so email
So make sure that you pay attention to what he has going on, because there's a lot of things he's doing. Rap Revolt, shout out to Closed Minded, and that's it.
And make sure you get Rap Revolt on live mixtapes hosted by DJ Young Sean, and stay tuned for all the good shit we got coming.
So, oh my goodness, we got a great guest here. It's a little bonus clip I wanted to share with you guys. We got the DJ Dirty, Costello and producer. I'm so excited to have you here. We just talked to Silas. Great interview, great story. Dude has some marvelous passion. So what was your involvement with this project, Rap Revolt?
Um, Basically, I was more of a. I want to say I basically helped consult, as a friend, just being there supporting him, and in the midst of all that, we was working on our own. We knew we was doing a project of our own,
Yeah.
and so while in the mix of him doing Rap Revolt, he brought me a sample, and we was working on some music, and we came up with this special song called "Speak It to Existence," and
Which is dope.
which is
Video is hot.
which was what turned out to be an excellent record. You feel me?
Right.
So,
I think it was a pretty smooth marketing ploy too.
I mean, I feel like God do things sometimes just to help grease it,
Yeah.
and grease the situation you in. So when it came together, it just rolled, and everything happened really organically, and it was excellent. We did the song. We didn't even know what the name of the song was going to be until I want to say a day before it was going to come out, and
Wow.
but we had always we was talking about being positive, and we was on this new campaign with being positive and speaking things into existence, and he called it that, and we ran with it, and it worked, and that's why I'm rocking with my boy. He's like me. We organic, we free spirit, so
Right.
we just run with it. We do it. We work hard, and we do it.
So I know that's your boy. I know you
Right.
guys are great friends.
Right.
But a lot of times people say, yeah, that's your friend, but is his music really that good? Is his music really that dope? And I'm going to say it is because I love the music. I know it is. And
Right.
he has lots of fans that
Right.
preach to it and could attest to it. But what are your thoughts on Silas and his new transition and everything? What are your thoughts on this whole transition and everything that's happening?
Well, my thoughts on Silas right now is, that's a great one. You really hit me right there. Me and the way I look at things, especially being a producer, and I work with so many artists, I really look past the I guess the feasible, like the tangible. That's what I'm looking for. The stuff that you can. Everybody can spit bars. It's about who has the star quality and the passion is there, and the stuff you can't see, and the stuff that's not recorded. I go look for that kind of stuff,
Right.
and that's what we connected first. We connected with the passion for what we do, and how, and the love for this. You feel me? So. Once we was on the same plane with that, it was really on from there. We just worked from there, and that's what I see in him. I see it's a whole nother level of this industry we in. It's a whole nother level of what we do, and he does that. You feel me? And that's why I back him so hard. I know my mind is everywhere right now, but. He got a certain quality about him, and it's rare. It's rarity. And
I agree.
That's what I look for.
I really agree.
You look for the rarity in somebody, because that's the only way you can pop. If you like anybody else, you're not gonna pop. So he's rare, and that's why he's one of a kind. That's why I'm with him. That's the niche. That's what he got.
That's what's up. So where do you see him in the future?
Being a pioneer for the new generation of Mississippi music. You feel me? He's really coming along. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's rebirthing himself. With this whole new move. So I feel like anybody who could do that, I feel like he got a long way to go. Before it's over with. Anybody who can recreate themselves.
Exactly, because that takes a lot.
That takes a lot. I know a little bit about that. So.
Okay, so do you think you'll be staying with him for a while?
Oh yeah, we forever. Well, regardless of the music, we partners. So, it's our love between us, man. That's why we just continue, stay in the studio. We up all night. He go to work, he get off. I'm in the lab. We stay in there all night. So You know, I think that's something that's gonna go on forever. You know, it's gonna get bigger and better from here.
Right. And speaking of staying in the studios all night, didn't you produce some of the songs on Rap Revolt?
I did Speak It to Existence. That was the only one I had my hands on.
Which is, y'all,
that was the one we did the
that's
video
fly,
for.
That music is awesome. The video is hot.
Shout out to Preston Dark. He shot the visuals.
Yes,
excellent on
excellent.
the visuals. Basically, what we was doing, I really didn't even want to put it on Rap Revolt. He wanted to do that, so I wanted to say that for our project that we got coming out. So, you know, hey, but
He the boss.
He the boss. So, you know, we roll with the boss players. You know, shout out to my boss, Silas. How you doing? You know, but I'm excited. I'm excited for him, and you know, everything he got going on. You know, I'm excited.
I'm excited for
Mississippi. It's a
Mississippi.
new era of music. Yeah,
right.
It's like
and for hip hop
right.
and all of it. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
You know, you're making some really big moves. Not just in Jackson, Mississippi, but in some other states as well.
Right.
Trust me, I'm watching you.
Thank you.
We'll be talking to you one-on-one soon.
I can't wait.
But yeah, so I really wanted to bring you in to kind of, because I know you've been working closely with Silas, so I really wanted to just bring you in and get some feedback from you on this album and on his transition and everything. So I appreciate you coming and talking to me and spreading some more love for Silas, because the guy really is amazing.
Right.
We all want to see him grow. So again, this is Dirty Costello. Make sure you tell them where they can reach you.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Dirty Costello, DurdyCostell. Google me. Yeah, I'm everywhere. Thank you.
Yes, he really is everywhere.
Thank you, LSherie.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love you. I've been knowing her forever.
10
this
years.
is my sister.
10
I love
years.
her.
That's a long
It's
time.
a long time.
Long
I love
time.
you,
but you know I got your back. I always support you. Again, this is LSherie. I'm LSherie, and you're listening to and watching the LSherieAlert.com.